Stephanie, Ashley, we don't know where she is. We don't know where Jasmine is. But hey, Evelyn, do me a favor. Will you text Jasmine and ask her where she is?
She's in the chat. She said I'm looking now.
Jasmine?
Looking from Jasmine. She's in our group chat. And she said I'm looking now. I don't know if that means
she's looking for what?
Oh, I don't know. Let me see.
A magic trick?
Yes, and I started recording because it wasn't
Carla,
recording.
you look so cute.
Oh my God.
Hmm?
You look so cute.
The link is inside the Facebook
Streaming,
page.
but it's
Jasmine
not
already
streaming
signed up.
everything at the time.
Where'd Nicole go? Where is everyone? So hard to get you guys together all at one time. Not email. Jasmine, just go inside the Facebook group. The link is there. You've already registered, so just click the link. Hi, guys. It takes a village. Nicole's help. Are you helping Nicole? She's busy doing something. Okay, listen. I'm going to personally tell you guys that today we are with Nicole. Then we are working with, or we get to meet with Stephanie, right? Yeah. In a couple weeks. Hang on. Oh, no. Stephanie, how many times are you signed in here?
You know what? It gave me a really hard time, and it wasn't allowing me in the Zoom call. It didn't give me the link.
Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. We're just trying to get everything set up so we can record and whatnot.
It's okay. I've got all night.
I love that drink in your hand. That's for me. I'm hydrating. Cheers. Hi, Steph. Hi, Carla. Nice to see you again.
Hi.
Hey, Carla.
Oh, okay. Evelyn's preparing for this meeting.
Okay, let me make sure. Okay, I'm going to mute Carla for a second. Carla's on, I don't know what's going on. Carla's on twice, Stephanie's on once. We're still looking for Jasmine. But I'm gonna start first with thanking you guys for coming today, but also to let you know that we are going to be meeting with, who are we meeting with in 2 weeks?
Elizabeth? Yes.
Yeah. We're meeting with Elizabeth in 2 weeks. She is co-founder of Hair and Compounds. So Carla, who's here now, Carla has actually already met Nicole when we were in LA. You look beautiful today, by the way. Loving the hair, Nicole.
Thanks.
Yes.
Au naturel.
Yeah, I like the au naturel look. So I just want to say that Carla and I and Marlena, we got to go. We got to hang out. That was my, I think, second time in Hair and Compounds. And then in a couple of weeks, we'll be meeting with Elizabeth, who is Isaac's business partner.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And how long has Hair and Compounds been in business for?
We've been in business for about 30 years. We started out in 1992.
Yeah, great. And right when we start off, I just want you guys to know that originally Hair and Compounds used to import from Russia.
Used to, yes.
Used to, way back in the day, you guys. And Isaac shared a story with Carla and I wish Marlena was here too, about how they would import hair. Hi, Jasmine. How they would import hair or bring hair over, and how actually like the mafia like shut them down. They ran them out of town, and that's what led them. I love the story.
Yeah,
that's
it's pretty
what
wild.
led them. So scary, but it's what led them to India, and bringing hair in from India, and yeah. So I'm gonna let Nicole
welcome. Well, you guys sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Woo! All right. So, as you know, my name is Nicole. I am the customer relations coordinator here at Hair and Compounds. Anytime you try to reach us, you're basically talking to moi, always. And yeah, pretty much. We are a hair extension company that has been around for about 30 years now. Started out in the 90s in like a garage with a box, a bunch of hair. And after tons of getting the word out there of Hair and Compounds, 4 years later, after 92, we ended up forming our production house. You'll get a tour, as you can see. And yeah, pretty much we are science-based, so pretty much all our hair, everything you'd see here, we did extensive research for it. We pretty much get down to the nitty-gritty of the hair, because of course you have to get to know your product before you put something out there. So what we strive on is pretty much is how we deal with tensile elasticity, moisture content, anything. Let me go ahead and show you the actual tools that we use before we get more into detail with that. So
Let's tell them where they are.
So here you're at our pretty much the front entrance of our facility, and pretty much you walk through the store and you come on in and you see this whole front entrance here. It's a little hard here. Over there's my office over there, but yeah, pretty much here's the main entrance. Here what we have on display is pretty much all of our lab equipment that Isaac has used throughout the years to measure quality, measure the tensile strength, and pretty much measure moisture content for all of our hair products before it even gets to you. And yeah, so a lot of work has gone into this hair. We strive in quality in our hair and to provide you with the best possible product that we have here at Hair and Compounds. We strive also to be very transparent, very honest, because transparency is key, and we all know you guys need to have confidence when you guys are ordering from us. And yeah, you have so many options here with us. What you get from out of us is you have fast customer service, a personal one-on-one. If you need to text me, I'm like your best friend. You need to text me and talk to me about hair matching or anything like that. You're unsure about something, we can definitely discuss it, because when looking for the right hair extension for your client, it does matter about the texture, the color, to make sure that everything looks nice and flowy so you guys can make them feel like $1,000,000. So yeah, pretty much we have a lot of things that we're working on this year, and pretty much what we do is, since we have our own production house in India, we have the ability to pretty much control all steps of production and pretty much see how all the hair is, if it's good, if it's not good. We go through various quality measures through our production house. We do pretty much like at least 10 to 20 quality checks with our hair and whatnot to make sure that it's up to par. And that's because to ensure you that you get really good quality hair. So let me get to some pretty examples of what we can do with our hair. So here is our curly hair in a color 9A/10B blend. This is what we have it in. We do polymer, cylinder, and hand-tied wefts, only hand-tied wefts, with various densities and whatnot. And we get really pretty curly hair. It's all natural. All our hair textures are 100% natural. We do not coat the hair in silicone or anything like that. and there is no processing or anything like that to get the hair in the texture that you want. So our curly hair is all naturally curly and will stay curly 100% of the time. And our
Can I
hair,
ask you
yeah,
a question? Yeah. So, because I think it's really important for everyone to know, because I don't want to miss these little moments, these
of
little golden
course,
nuggets, right?
yeah,
So, it's very rare to be able to source a virgin curl, a natural curl,
yeah.
right? Yeah. And so, what is the process, right? When you are you sorting? Like, I already know the answer, but I want everyone else to know, right?
Mm-hmm.
How when the hair comes to you, what is the next step? How are you sorting out the curl process?
Yeah, so when India, they get hair from the temples, it's all 100% donated. Pretty much what they do is they section every hair off depending on like the texture, whether it's like slightly waved, whether it's like a full body wave, or if it's curly, they section onto different batches or different sections. And from there, production kind of just separates them depending on what color you want to do, depending on like how far each hair can withstand, the bleaching processes or any coloring that it takes to make the hair. So if we get like, let's say, hundreds of kilos of hair, not all of it's going to be up to par to do the stuff that we do with the hair. So pretty much, 100 kilos can turn into 50 kilos because, not all of it can get through all the processes that we do. And, all the colors that we do, it depends. We first start off, we do a bleach wash to get rid of, any like color and whatnot to give it like a blank base. And then afterwards, we go ahead and separate it. So like if you need a 2 natural, we have a section for 2 natural. If you need 12 bleach, we have a section for 12 bleach. And that's how much we section all the hair off when we get it as virgin hair.
Right, right. Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, so we have various possibilities that you can do, and yeah, we have one-on-ones. We help you out at every step of the process. Our goal here is not only to set you up for success, but also give you building blocks to better yourself as a stylist as much as you can. So yeah, so we do various kinds of colors. As you can tell, we have like our color ring, we have 44 different colors. We have, from your black to your brunettes to, your blends of like two tones, and we have like ombres and whatnot. And I'll go ahead and get to show you some of that in a couple minutes and whatnot. And yeah, some new things that we're working on for hair and compounds right now is pretty much, as you can see, we have this old coloring. Well, you can say goodbye to this old coloring because we're working on a new one. Let me go ahead and show you guys the new color swatch ring that we're
Carla
working
and I
on.
already saw it.
Yeah, y'all got a new preview
Carla
of it
and I
already.
are in the Times, and we are already there. We already saw it. It's got the long, beautiful. Right, let me see.
Yeah, so
When's it coming out?
we're planning to get some stuff out probably in February 2023, and we actually made some changes since the last time you guys looked at it, because we had this idea and we heard lots of stylists give us their input. And a thing that stylists told us to do is to separate them.
It's the new color ring, you guys. So crazy. It's so much better than the OG coloring.
Oh yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, this is just to compare the old one with the new
Yeah.
one. And with this one, you
Yeah.
get two separate ones. And what we did with this one that makes it different, not only, the pretty hollow and the new tags and the new ring and thicker swatches, is that we've actually separated it. So all the naturals are together, all the ashes will be together, all the bleaches will be together, and the coppers and reds and whatnot will be together. That way, it's much easier for everybody to be color matching, easier and thicker swatches for you to get a better look at the color and whatnot. And as well, what's new with this is that we now show you our textures with our coloring. Yay! So we have like this.
Snap, snap.
Yes.
That's great.
So with this.
Okay.
With this one, this is an extra body wave example, and it's really pretty. It's in our color 10 bleach, and then you get further. You got the curlies,
Yeah.
and then you got you're layered with like a body wave to it, and layered hair is our single drawn hair, and pretty much it's short strands and long strands. And the short strands typically start between 6 to 8 inches going down to create that body wave going down. Then here's our premium hair, and this is the best quality hair. All of it's good quality. I just mean this is like fuller ends, because we know we have clients that like really full hair, full set of hair, and just bam. So this is what we call premium hair. And what premium hair is, it's pretty much 70% double drawn hair. And
I didn't know that.
yeah, so 70.
So can we stop for a second?
Yeah.
Just to let everybody know what double drawn is.
Yeah. So double drawn.
Do you guys know? Just to be clear, do you guys understand what double drawn hair is? Can I get someone type in the whiteboard here? Do you know what double drawn is? This is in the academy online, but I don't expect you guys to remember everything. So I just need to know, type in this whiteboard, do you know what double drawn hair is? And if you do, then I want someone to unmute, okay, because Nicole and I, that's what we're here for. Yes, Stephanie knows. What about Evelyn? She's smiling. Evelyn's like, nah, player. Okay, what about Carla? Do you know? You don't know? What about Miss Jasmine? Do you know what double drawn hair is? You can type in here. Someone's got to know. Other than Stephanie, is Stephanie the only person that knows what double drawn hair is? Guys, this is a great opportunity. Danielle, do you know? Nobody knows. Okay. Evelyn, you don't know? All right, let's give Stephanie a chance, okay? Redeem yourself. Stephanie, okay. All right. Okay. This is called the hot seat.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Double drawn is when it's thicker at the bottom. It's not
But
so.
why is it thicker?
Because all the hair is longer. There's nothing layered at the top, so all the bottom is more. It's more solid at the bottom, rather than the layered edges at the bottom, where it would be there would be less substance at the bottom.
Ish. I give that an ish. I
Okay,
give that like an A minus.
Okay, I'll take that.
And then Evelyn, she says she's going to take a guess, double the strands. No, but I think that's kind of similar to like what Stephanie was saying. Danielle, she's like, LOL, she doesn't know what's going on. Well, I'm gonna. Jasmine, she doesn't know. She's just here. Jasmine. Do you know what double drawn hair is?
No, I thought it was like all long hairs, like all long hairs pull from like the person. It's like no short hairs, just all long hairs.
Okay. Close. I think everyone's not getting an A plus, but we're getting good. Okay, this is what I'm gonna say, and then I'm gonna let Nicole, said professional, chime in. Do you guys remember the drawing card I showed you when we did right? You guys came in for our little class recently, and I had those keratin pieces inside that drawing card. Well, a drawing card actually is known for drawing hair, and so that's where you separate all your lengths, if you will. And so double drawn. Now, I like to be proven wrong, but in my experience of having a mentor who was a wig designer, was that double drawn is that, let's say you order layered hair from Hair and Compounds, and you order 18 inches, okay? Well, inside that, maybe your pieces weigh 0.7 grams, I'm guessing, but right? So inside 0.7 grams, half of it is going to be the full length, and the rest is going to be a variety and a mix of lengths. because if you cut the ponytail off, like Jasmine's close, right? But not, because the hair is always growing, right? So if you cut a ponytail off, inside that ponytail, maybe you only have 60% or whatever that ratio is of length, then you always have those other hairs growing. For example, to make a wig for a child, right, for a cancer patient, okay, it's going to take 6 people to donate their ponytails to make one wig for a child, because inside those donations of ponytails is various lengths. You see what I'm saying? So maybe you're going to separate the shorter lengths and you might use that for the fringe, right? Or you might have that for like a top layer. But really, when you order 18-inch hair, what you're holding is typically never 18 inches at the top and 18 inches at the bottom.
Yeah.
Right? It's been pulled, it's separated twice through a drawing card to ensure that the length is there, that what you're getting is 18 inches on the top and 18 inches on the bottom. Does that make sense, you guys? So it's also, just so you know, financially, that's why it's double the labor.
She used to do the order.
Right? Like it's way more labor to have double drawn hair than it is to have single drawn hair or layered hair. Right? So it's more like bougie. Now for me, I think it's a little bit unrealistic to have such thick ends, but I do have clients that are they don't care. If this doesn't match the ends, they don't care. They want thick ends, right? So, okay, Nicole, sorry, I had to just have a moment.
No, of course.
I don't want us to miss these key golden nuggets.
No, of course.
You and I take it for granted, right? We can talk single, double drawn like it's nothing, but no one else knew.
No, and you gave, honestly, you nipped it in the bud with that one. Honestly, you nailed it.
I nail it?
Yeah, you did. Yeah. Can I have A plus plus? Can I actually put a hold for 1 second? I have someone who visited us really quick and wants to do a quick order. 1 second. I'll let you guys discuss in the meantime.
Okay. Okay. Hi guys. Is Millie having a hard time getting in?
Yeah, she can't get in, and she says it's not loading. It's just spinning. It won't load. She's in the Facebook. Not the Facebook group, the text group. No bother.
I mean, I'm just a girl. You had me at hello. Where'd Nicole go? Nobody knows? All right.
She will be back shortly. She's just helping out a customer.
Thanks. Hey, Evelyn, you should ask Nicole what the tightest curl pattern she can get. And let me ask you, Evelyn, can you do a mild relaxer? Oh, are you having a little?
Yes, I am. Yes.
Okay,
you can do a mild relaxer or like a tech flex. Yeah, you can. But a lot of people don't want chemicals. Well, a lot of my clientele don't want relaxers.
You mean the clients you've had so far?
Exactly. My demographic so far.
Okay. So today, actually, I'm just going to tell you guys. Oh, look at Jasmine. She's dancing. It's like she's dancing right there. Let's just talk about the schedule while that's going on here.
Yeah, I had to do a quick work around.
Where are we?
So that's just keep it at that
Today
size.
is the 12th.
Keep like that. So
Okay.
actually,
The 20th.
so that it shouldn't
We don't have anything going on. The 19th.
I don't know why I've never done it like this.
It's okay.
The 26th is the day after Christmas, so nothing's going on.
Normally I use a stream card.
The following Monday is when we meet with
Thanks.
Okay, you should be good to go.
Elizabeth, who is the
Sorry about that.
That's okay. I was like, I didn't know.
No.
What's going on right now?
Hair emergency. Sorry, y'all.
I appreciate the hair emergency. Where were we though? I don't remember.
Oh, so we were talking about double drawn hair.
Oh yeah, double drawn hair. Okay.
So yes. So pretty much double drawn hair is pretty much long strands starting from 10 to 11 inches going down. It's pretty much really long strands. And the short strands don't really start till you get to about 10 to 11 inches long. And what this does is it creates like this fullness and thickness, as Christina was explaining further as to how it's constructed. And pretty much what this does, it creates like a fuller end, and it creates like a body wave in there. But I would say, Christina, you got a triple A++ on explaining double drawn for me. But yeah, pretty much, yeah, this is for more like clients that have not so much of a wave, like a full body wave, but more of just like a slight wave at the bottom, and wants more thickness and heaviness to their hair, as Christina also explained. And yeah. That's pretty much the different textures. All of our hair is pretty much a variation of textured hair, from slight wave, body wave, a full body wave, which is like our new extra body wave that we recently came out with. And then, of course, our curly hair, which is our bestseller and everybody loves, loves, loves so much. And yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing here. And then another cool thing about this swatch is we're actually sampling our white hair on there for you guys. We know it's been like a top thing for everybody. They really, everybody's been wanting some of that, you know, instead of a photo. Of course, we do take photos, so you know, if you want to look at the hair before you buy it, you can always text me, and I can take a picture from the batch itself, so you can see for yourself if you know if it's going to work out for your client, if that's the color you want, because we know professional photos are nice, but they won't convey the actual color of, you know, the hair extensions as it would, you know, you looking at it in person. So we offer that. And as well, like if you want to do a video tour as well, we always offer that. You are more than welcome to, and there's no limit to you doing that. Huh. All right. So followed by that, yeah, so I told you a bit about us a little bit, and pretty much we offer 3 types of extensions: hand-tied wefts, cylinder, and polymer extensions, or what we call individuals. I know polymer has a fancier term. I know everybody goes by K-tips or keratin tips, or let's say flat tips, I heard as a common term use. And then, of course, we have our cylinder or I-tips extensions. And what's cool about these is that, you know, you can use these for a full head extension. You can use these for a partial. I've seen stylists do, you know, a full, you know, a couple, two, 3 rows on their client's hair. And if they want, they have like little small pieces of, you know, I-tips or poly tips on the side to add like an extra fullness, or even on the extension itself. If you want to add, you know, different colors or variations to each of your weft, if you want to add that to your extensions, that's also an option as well. And yeah, so let me go into further detail of our hand-tied wefts. So our hand-tied wefts, we pretty much sell them in our thin density for our layered and our curly hair. And then for extra body wave, we actually offer a micro track. And what a micro track is, it's pretty much 50% less dense than our normal thin track. And let me go ahead and show you what I mean by that.
Very exciting. Very exciting, you guys. They only had one. I don't like the word track, but that's okay. I have a hard time even saying it.
What do you guys like to typically use then?
I don't know. You know what? Like, I don't know. Track is a hard word for me because I feel like hair and compounds deserve something a little more like bougie. Like, because the word track to me is just like, you know, you buy like a bag of hair, you know, you get a track, you glue the track in, you know what I mean? And I feel like you guys deserve even like your own. Everybody's nodding because everyone agrees, because your hair is so good, it lasts so long. So to compare, you know, to say a track, It's like to say the word glue when someone's like, no, that's keratin. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You want to,
Yeah, I can kind of
but I
sense
get it.
that. And well, I'll take note of that because we're working on our terminology. I can't speak
I
today.
get it. I just,
No, I totally
I
understand.
want more
Yeah.
for
And
you.
I couldn't agree with you more. No, of course. So, yes. So, for each panel,
That's what I use.
There you go, panel.
yeah,
Problem solved. Yes. And
panel.
also, by the way, you guys, these are handmade, but what makes hair and compounds different is that, and correct me if I'm wrong, they're hand knotted, but Hair and Compounds is the only company that actually sews underneath the knot.
To reinforce.
This is part of the magic of why you can cut them and why they won't fall apart. Well, if you do it right, if you cut in the right place and you use the right stuff.
Of course,
right? So,
some
yeah,
super glue that in, make sure it
Yeah.
doesn't unravel and whatnot.
little Gorilla Glue.
Gorilla glue
Yeah.
goes a long way.
Yeah.
Yes. We offer thin track and micro track. So I'm gonna give you an example of what I mean by micro track. So micro track is the thinnest density you can get with our hair extensions, with our hand tied weft extensions. And pretty much we do the smallest, tiniest possible threading and knots on the hair extension itself, so then you can get the utmost use of your panels and you can layer them a lot better. And these are also good for those clients that have like really thin hair and whatnot, and you can do multiple colors and whatnot. And then let me go ahead and show you. So this is what a typical thin track. Oh, let me get a better one.
Another thing I want to note, you guys, is that last track she showed had high and lows in there, but at least they use dark thread. You know how many times they do a high and a low and they call it like a piano, but it's like so dark and then so light, and the string is just too light on the top. I appreciate this attention to detail that everything is dark.
Yeah. So here's our thin.
Yeah.
You can get an up close look at it. And all our hand-tied wefts are 10 to 11 inches wide, typically. Of course, if you do a custom order, you can customize that to your liking if you need something longer. But yeah, this is what a thin looks like. And then let me pull. Wow, this puppy's tight. But yeah. Anyways, here's the micro density, just so you can look at it. And then,
can I ask you, what's the weight difference between the two?
Yeah, so the weight difference is actually the same. So all our hand-tied wefts, we all sell our wefts by ounce. So every bundle that you get is 1 ounce, or if you speak in grams, it's 30 grams.
Right.
And pretty much how we distribute the weight on the panels is how many panels you get. So
I like that.
whether it's micro, whether it's thin, you'll still get 30 grams or 1 ounce per bundle. So
per bundle.
Per bundle. And then, so for example, this is a 7G10N in 20 inches. And to make 1 ounce, 30 grams, we just split it up to 2 panels. And then for micro, we actually distribute the weight to 4 because it takes that long. 2, 3, 4. So it takes at least like 4 panels to go ahead and make the 30 grams. But it'll always, always, always be 1 ounce, 30 grams. And we put that to the scale always to make sure that it's always 1 ounce, 30 grams.
Right. I guess my thing is that when we go by weight and we go by panels, that if we're building a row, then that row becomes 3 pieces or 2 pieces versus 1 piece because we're trying to have that weight there that we need.
Right.
So that would be the difference. So for us, we get a bundle and there's 3 pieces inside of it, and we go, that's great. But that no longer means that we can put 2 pieces on 1 row, right? We have to add another piece to kind of get that on there. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just about the difference, like,
of what you're trying to, like, I mean, you can layer as many as you want. I mean, obviously there's a limit to how many you can put
Yeah.
per row. But generally, yes. So let's say you get 4. So each one, so 2 tracks for a thin one, you get 15 grams and 15 grams per panel. And that's what makes the 30.
yeah,
So then for micro, it'll take at least 4. So
Yeah.
you're looking about 7, 7, 7, and 7 grams on each one to make
Yeah.
the 30. And
Yeah.
then, of course, yeah, depending on what you're going for is whether, you know, you need to layer some more to add some weight to it or add some different pops of color and whatnot.
Do you think that you guys developed these different type of wefts or panels or tracks because people started to compare hair and compounds wefts, the top of the track, saying that they wanted it to be thinner, more like hand tied, more like a different type of hand tied weft that's made in a different part of the world? Like, is this because people were asking for it, or is this because you guys thought that this was a need that you came up with?
This is actually for the voice of all of our stylists, because we do take everybody's voice into consideration. You know, before we didn't used to sell just thin tracks. You know, we used to sell full and thin, and you know, we got a lot of, you know, complaints saying that, you know, that's a little too thick, it's too much, or you know, the root return is like too thick, too bulky.
Okay, let's stop for a second.
Yeah.
Do you guys know what root return means? Do you know what we're talking about? Okay, so yeah, so root return is what people on social media now call the mustache.
Yeah. It's the
Right?
mustaching.
But in wig design, we call this the return. And so what she's showing you there is, yeah, so that's when they draw the hair and then they actually flip it over, right? So they're creating a knot. Imagine the detail and the craftsmanship there. And as they're knotting the knot, that's where. So some companies will have a lower return or a higher return, right? Mm-hmm. And it's this return actually that when you're sewing your pieces together, I love a good return because those pieces marry together. So then when you go to do your removal, if you're not doing a hidden bead method, but if you're doing like a bead on base method, that you could do 3 pieces together and really like taper them, mm-hmm. right? And then when you take them off, they just all come out together. That mustache, that return has married together.
Yeah.
Some people, they aren't fans of having a return.
Right.
But your return is either going to be a couple inch, you know, an inch or 2 inches or longer. But some people like a return because it can provide volume at the root.
Yeah.
Yeah. You never know.
Agree. And then, so all of our stylists' voice is heard all the time. We're always looking for feedback on how to improve our products. You know, there's, you know, different, you know, different styles, different types of installations we have to complement to, you know. So we used to sell full track. So what full track is pretty much it's twice the amount of hair that we put than on a thin track. So it's a little heavier for those clients, you know, they like that kind of weight and whatnot on the hair. We've changed that, and now all of our stock is thin. And if you want a fuller, thicker track, you can go ahead and custom order something like that, and we'll get to that in a bit. We've changed also the mustache or root return. We've changed that. That used to actually be a lot thicker, and we got complaints that it was like, you know, irritating, you know, client's scalp and whatnot. it was just not very comfortable. So what we did is we pretty much just thinned it out and used shears to thin it out as much as possible to make it possible to still have the mustache and still, you know, have it like almost invisible there, but it's still there.
And you guys can always trim those up. Anytime you order hair and compounds wefts, and if your client like goes to bed with wet hair one night, or they heavily sleep on one side, sometimes you start to see that the top of the weft starts to do a thing, right, in the hairs. So you can just take your thin stork shears or a good pair of shears and just make sure that your dexterity is flat up against there, so you don't like cut a hole into it. Mm-hmm. And just like shape it up. Just like take that shit that's like sticking out. Sorry, I shouldn't swear. We are going to try and repurpose this. But I do want to say, I made it, it's 7:49. I made it 50 minutes and no swear word.
Hey.
Everyone, I should bow, actually. I take a bow. All right, okay, let's go.
Yeah, so pretty much, you know, as you know, we have our own production house, and you know, the best benefit of having that is being able to create something, especially for you guys, because you know, not everybody's wants that color, you know, not everybody's like, you know, a 7G10N all the time, you know, things change, you know, life changes. And that's the great part about it, is that you can customize extensions from the mustache to how long you want the root, how long you want the hair, you know, what pattern you want. Yeah, full control.
Gives you guys control.
Yeah, and the only limit is your creativity.
Yeah, you guys could say, you know what, this is so stupid. Like, I don't want to do, you know, 10 inches, 12-inch wefts. You know, my client, you know, I want to do this, and they'll do it for you. Mm-hmm. You could say, I want a mustache that's 7 inches long. Because you feel like, whatever, they're going to be like, this chick's crazy behind your back, but they're going to do it probably actually with they'll be ethical and probably not laugh because they're actually really great people. But it could be anything that you want to do. They'll create it for you, and they will even white label it for you and allow you to create your own brand. Mm-hmm. You know, like they could take it as far as it is just for one client, right? Right. Or they could take it as big as your dreams allow you to. Yeah, as big as you want to think.
Exactly.
You know what's funny actually is Isaac, not to get off topic because we are trying to wrap through. But when I first met Isaac, you guys, he told me about a book. It's called The Magic of Thinking Big. And he sat down with me, and this was like back when I was working on set in Los Angeles, and I went down to see him, and he said to me, have you ever read the book The Magic of Thinking Big? And that's a guy that thinks big, right? So I just want to say that if someone thinks big and you're trying to create your own brand or you're trying to create your own thing, you need to partner with someone else that thinks big and thinks big for you, and that is like, hey, whatever you want to do, like I got you. However big your dreams are, his are obviously bigger, but he could supplement that. He could help you get there. You know what I mean? He can source the hair. He can do the thing. If you guys can do the other thing, he can do that. You know, I just think it's beautiful, you know, because in this industry, so many big companies try and bamboozle the stylist.
Yes.
So then when they bamboozle the stylist is the one that's always marketing for that brand. Then it doesn't leave the stylist like in the driver's seat, if you will. It just makes more money for the brand. And so anyways, I'm going to stop there, but you know, my heart is so big about this whole thing. So
and I love it. No, you should be passionate. Yes, I love it.
Yes, and about where you source your hair. We are nothing without good quality products. I don't have a job if I don't have good products.
Of course.
I'm out.
The hair speaks for itself, and it also represents you guys, you know? Yeah. It represents what you're about and what you stand for. Yeah. So I love that. We'll get more into our creativity and all of that. Just a couple things. I know everybody must have questions about our hand-tied wefts. So for, we already talked about per bundle, the weight per track. Now let's talk about a full install versus a partial install. Now, for a full install, we typically recommend at least 4 to 6 bundles, depending on your client's hair thickness of what they're going for. That's generally about it's about 120 to about 150 grams of hair. And generally, we recommend this for thicker head clients, as I said, or for someone who wants more volume and whatnot. And then for a partial fill, it's for those clients that, they want to just, put a little bit on, nothing too crazy, but they still want, some hair extensions. For those, we generally recommend at least 2 to 3 bundles of our hand-tied wax. Just to create some, like, a little bit of volume, nothing like too crazy for length or anything like that. And yeah, that's how much we recommend. And that's typically about 60 to 90 grams of hair for a partial install. And yeah, and then the colors, as I said, it's offered between 44 colors with some blends options and some ombre options. They are limited, of course, because, these are ready-made wefts for you guys to order for clients, who don't have the patience to, wait for a custom order, something like that. We have the hair ready for you on all these beautiful bins. And then I'll go ahead and show you in a bit around the facility and whatnot. Like, we have a huge stockpile of, like, hair, as you can see.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Okay, now, I think Millie would appreciate this. Some people might appreciate this if you've ever tried to create your own brand. And, I know that when I upload this onto our academy, in the future, there will be people that try to create their own brand.
Of course.
And so hair is amazing because a kilo of hair, although it sounds like a lot, sounds like we're major drug lords, but a kilo, I used to feel like so badass, like I got 5 kilos coming over the border.
Yeah. I love it.
Little naked hair, is it stuck at the border? So
My guys
my
got
thing
it.
is that let's say you wanted to open a clothing store, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I had to bring in all these clothes. The amount of inventory and the amount of room that hair takes up, right, is vast, right? It's just you'd have your room for your shorts and your jeans, and people, men and women come in all shapes and sizes. And I think that one of the things that you don't realize is that where Nicole is sitting right now, we're only seeing a very small percentage of what hair and compounds is and what they bring in. But when you look at this, if you actually know how much a kilo looks like, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you spend 30K and it shows up in a couple boxes to your house and you're like, how could this be 30K? I mean, it looks like I could fit like 2 large, never full Louis Vuitton bags in these boxes.
I love that.
You're just like, how is this 30,000? So I just want you guys, I know that we want to romanticize things, and if you think, oh, hair and compounds, you probably think it's going to have, hair on hair on hair. But the truth is where she's sitting right now and what's around her in those tubs behind her is tens of thousands of hundreds of thousands of dollars of hair.
Yes.
Because a bundle of hair, right? These 30-gram pieces, they don't take up a lot of room. And when you bundle them all together and you put them all together, so I don't want to downplay what you're looking at. I just really want you to know that each tub you're looking at, right, is thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And it's tons of craftsmanship and tons of workmanship. And it's labor. You're looking at labor. You're looking at people really working hard and creating this beautiful product. So I just, because you know what I mean, Nicole, like, yeah. I wish I could, it's like, if I was to name drop and say, oh, you could be dream catchers in Beverly Hills with the fancy plates with all the pink walls in the background and all the stuff, right? And all those bells and whistles, it's just marketing.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
It's just marketing. You feel like, but the truth is if you guys want raw materials that are amazing and great and valuable and the best quality, you're looking at it right now. This is what it looks like.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I mean, our ladies like hand tie everything, hand make everything, from pulling like little strands of hair, and everything. And then, like, I like the way Isaac kind of puts it, is that the hair, pretty much, it's kind of like secondhand product. And not like, lend me downs or anything like that, but a good way to put it as, this hair came from someone's head, and it's lived its life and it's moving on to its next life, which is the hair extensions. And, it's, we really don't like when we have to throw away hair or anything like that, because it's very special and it took a long time to get where it is now today. And that's what's so special. What I like about Hair and Compounds is that, they put a lot of love into their products. They take their time to ensure that, we give you guys the best quality product ever on the market for you guys, and so, your clients can also get the best out of the hair, because this hair can actually last, between 1 to 3 years with the proper maintenance and care. And, you want that. You want your client to have the most out of their hair and, have the best kind of hair on their head, of course. Yeah, so with that said, sorry, need to drink. So with that being said, I like how you kind of touch bases on private labeling, and that's kind of actually something new that we're going to start offering. We're actually starting to offer it now. We didn't before, but now we're going to start offering private labeling, and it depends on the type of tier that you want to do. So what that means is that, we have different levels. You have your tier 1, which is your typical custom order. You do a custom order for a client, and you pretty much customize it to the client's hair, to their texture, down to the nitty-gritty stuff, and then you get, a whole bundle of hair for just that one install. That's a tier 1. Then we have what we call our tier 2 custom order, and that one we typically require at least, like, it's a $5,000 minimum of hair, and you pretty much kind of like, it's kind of constructing your own line pretty much. And you can have fun with like the roots and the type of blends you guys want to put, and just really just come out with like a unique color that kind of just represents you.
So exciting.
Yes. And what's cool about this is that with this tier 2 private labeling or custom order, is pretty much we still handle everything for you. We export it from India, and then we bring it here to our facility here in California, and we do a very thorough, extensive check of the length, check of the quality, if the color matches, if it's to the specifications that you've given us and whatnot. And we do all that, get it ready to ship, and send it your way, and you can have it in your hands ready to install. Now, the big boy, or tier 3 of what we like to call, is pretty much as our private labeling, and there you order from us directly from our production house in India. There, you do have a minimum of at least $10,000, but then there you kind of get more of a discount, as you can say, with the tier 3 custom order. And there you just the only limit is just to spend $10,000, and you can kind of customize as much hair as you want. There is like a monthly quota that you do have to fill with that one. And from there, you pretty much order it. India pretty much sends it to you. You kind of have to handle the exporting and whatnot. And that's what we call kind of just like for like white labeling, so you guys can pretty much have a huge stock to sell as your hair extensions and whatnot.
So I just want to tell you guys how unique this is, because while there is 2 white labeling companies on our vendor list. What they don't do is offer a variety of colors, right, and textures and sorting and the opportunity to say like, hey, I want to do a 6N to a 7G or like whatever it is. You know, you have like the creativity. And I have to say, 10 grand to start your own business, when you already know that the return on this is so high, plus the fact that we're not just saying like this hair, we're not just doing the disclaimer, the typical disclaimer from a hair extensions company, which is, oh, our hair is good 6 to 9 months, right? When Nicole said, which is something that I don't say, but I hear it, is that she's saying 1 to 3 years is what they hear. I went like this is actually like 1 to 3 years. 1 to 3 years, right?
Yes.
So you tell me what company, you tell me who's hustling hair that will actually say to their clients 1 to 3 years, right? On wefts that are well-made, handmade, knotted, and all the things, right?
Right.
So yeah, it speaks for itself, you guys, and I just hope that you think bigger with this, because you can. When I went to Hair and Compounds to pick up, actually, I bought some hair when I was in with Carla, right, and Marlena.
A lot of hair.
Isaac said, Christina, not many people give away where they get their hair from, because they go in there, they pick up the hair, and then they go resell it. That's how good the hair is.
Yeah.
So, like, think bigger, you guys, right? Now, if you go to any of their competitors and they find out that you're reselling it, I'd have to say there is one company who I used to buy so much hair from. They thought I was reselling it and they didn't care. They were like, we think you're reselling it. And I was like, I'm not. And they're like, well, we don't really care. And I was like, no, I'm not. I just had ordered so much hair. This was prior to Hair and Compounds. But you guys, if you get known for how good your hair is, why not sell it to the other salons down the street? Why not just start moving product? I don't know. I think it's amazing.
Yeah,
they're the only company that's really going to let you be creatively like in control.
Yeah, I mean, I love that, you know. And let me actually go ahead and get into my little PowerPoint I have set up for you guys. I have a really nice PowerPoint.
Let me just kick back here.
I think it'll be fun. Some nice pictures and whatnot.
I'll be quiet.
So,
all right.
All right, here we go.
Screen share?
Yes.
Okay. Can you?
It says you need to enable it.
Let me get off my butt here. I don't have, so unless you are like,
oh, if it's not possible, then it's totally fine. I mean, I kind of just wanted to just share some custom order possibilities of examples that we've done.
Let's go through it and then send it to me and I'll post it to our crew.
Yeah.
I would have had to have made you a you know.
Let me go ahead and send this to you.
Yes, thank you.
No worries.
And I'll do it for you. This is going to be how to order custom coloring?
Yeah, so I'm going to give you,
You tell me when it's there, girl.
I sent it your way.
Okay.
Yeah, so what I'm going to show you is like the different things that you can do with our hair. There's literally, like I said, there's unlimited possibilities of what you can do since we have so many colors and options that you're able to do.
All right.
And then, did you get the link?
Sure. Okay, I will do a screen share, and then you just boss me around and then tell me, like, press a button, don't press a button.
Got it, yeah. There you go. All right, I'm ready for you to go ahead and play.
I'm just trying to open it up. Oh, fancy. Okay, let me go here. You're so good. Go here. And then I go here. And I'm going to go to screen share. Now I'm going to make sure I don't have anything scary on my screen. That's a rookie move right there. Okay, you guys, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Thumbs up. Okay. All right. Let me put this here, and you just
Yeah.
boss me around.
All right. Click slideshow for me, please.
Drum roll.
All right.
Okay.
All right, so I built a little quick PowerPoint to give you examples of things that you guys can create with our hair. So the first one, we did this one. So the picture on the left with the bob, pretty much we worked with this stylist who sent us this picture, and we helped her design pretty much a beautiful gray blend for her client that wanted to embrace her grays. So it was a little bit tricky, but if you can see here, it's pretty much like a 50% full blend of gray white and another 50% of 2-ash. That's one bundle. And then it's 70% of another bundle that we made of... got ahead of yourself. Go back.
Wait, no. I can't go back.
Push the back button.
No, there is no back. Hang on. Okay, God, I'm sorry, you guys.
It's okay.
There, I got it.
Awesome. So pretty much it was 2 different types of bundles that we made, and the knot pattern there, what we have there is that we took these 2 colors of 50% and 70% full blend, and we did like 1 inch of the 50 blend and a 1/4 inch of the 70% blend, and we repeated that. And the final result was the picture on the right. And as you can see, it came out really gorgeous. It blends all naturally, even with her bob and whatnot. I love it. I love our gray blends, honestly. It comes out really pretty. And yeah, and you can go on to the second one. Here's another pretty one, nice before and after that we did. So this client, she came in, and typically, we would have suggested maybe like a 4 and 7G, but she would have had to tone it or whatnot. But she went with her client and convinced her to do a custom order. So what she did was she did a 5 natural root, and then she did, I think, about like an inch, 1/4 inch of a root, and then she just brought it down, and it just went into a 7 gold. And then the picture on the right is a beautiful after look of how it looks.
Oh, beautiful.
All right. And then this other one, this one's pretty cool. This person actually did 2 different roots. So she did like a 6N, 7N root, and then she did a blend of 10B, 10N and 10B at the bottom to create like this little bit of a dimensional rooted blonde that you see on the right. Here's a good one that I like. So, we get grays, we want to embrace it, and this client, she did like a custom 5-ash root, and then it was like a nice 50-50 blend of, 6N, 9N at the bottom, and we only added 10% gray white hair.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really nice. The next one. And this one's really pretty. This one we did a nice curl. And so, for curl matches, if you want to do curly hair and you send us an order, pretty much what you can do is send us a photo of your client's hair texture, and we can send it to production, and production pretty much matches it to your client's hair. Whether it's like a super tight curly or if it's a loose curl, we can definitely see if we can source it for you. And of course, we'll be always transparent with you guys to let you know if we can or cannot do something. So this one, she did like a 5 natural root, and then for the body, she did a mix of like 6N with 8 bleach, which created like this like light coppery, like semi-coppery with like a nice like brown to it. I like it. It's really gorgeous. And the final results on the right. And then here are some pretty, really gorgeous white hair and 12B. So the first one, someone did a 7-ash root with gray white hair, and yes, you can get gray white hair and curly and in layered and in premium, so you know. And then you can customize it to it. And a little fun fact about white hair is that white hair pretty much starts off as gray salt and pepper hair. And what production does is what they do is pull all the gray and black strands out of the white hair and just keep all the white strands. And what they do is bleach wash it, and voila, that is the final result and what we get. And that's what makes it 100% natural. We don't do any dyes, we don't do any colors to it, and that's what makes it super healthy and what makes everybody love our white hair. And then in the middle, can we go back?
Sorry,
No worries, no worries, no worries. So the middle, you know, is an example of a curly white we did in 12 inches. It's really gorgeous. And then the final picture, this baby was a 30-incher almost. And there they did a 6-ash root with 12 bleach at the bottom. It's really nice. And then we can go to the next one. Here, we got this client, you know, she wanted some hair extensions to create more fullness for her hair. And we matched her to a 2 natural with a 3 bleach. And there we did like pretty much a full blend of both, 50% each. And on the right is the final install of how it looked at the end. And I'd like to say she nailed it. Yeah, and so here are some other ones just to show you like the different possibilities of what you can do, and different colors that you can do, super dimensional if you want it, and of course our favorite, I love seeing gray white blends and just gray blends in general, they're amazing. And then yeah, so then the one on the right is a 1 natural with about 75% gray white. And that's really nice because we got like some nice curls going on to it. Go on to the next one. Here's another one. The left one, yeah, is actually 30 inches of hair that we did for someone. It was like a 6-ash root with 11 ash at the bottom. Really great. It actually took us twice to do this because the first time it came, it actually didn't work out for us, and we didn't like the quality, how it felt after we washed it. And so we redid it for the client or the stylist, and the second time it came out perfect. The quality was there, it was nice and soft, it was brushable, it was wearable, and the client was very happy. And then on the right is a multi-order that we did for someone. They had like a mixture of like layered hair and curly hair, and she just kind of wanted to mix both into her client's hair. So she did a mixture of this this pretty dimensional brown color. It's really cute. And yeah, here is some really gorgeous curls. I love our tight curly hair. And like I said, if you need curly hair that's super tight, we have you guys, honestly. We can do it from 12 to 20 inches. And we pretty much source super tight curly hair when we can. It is a little hard, but we still try to find it at the best quality tight curly hair that we can find. And these are the results. You know, on the left is like a 6N going down to a 10 bleach, which is really cute. Reminds me of Goldilocks. And then on the right is this super, super tight curly that we did in color 3 bleach, which is really nice. The final install was really nice. It was really gorgeous, and I just love it so much. And yeah, and that's it.
I did it.
You did it. Thank you so much for your help.
That was awesome. So let me ask you, what do you do if a girl reaches out to you like Evelyn?
Yes.
What do we do?
Such
Talk to
as, so she reaches out to me, and
she wants extensions.
Yeah. So pretty much when Evelyn reaches out to me, I would pretty much at first I would ask, what's your client's hair texture? What are they going for? You know, and after that we kind of base it on there, and I usually ask for some photos of the client's hair so I can go ahead and see what we're working with, and
But let's say that it's for Evelyn with her curl pattern so tight. Will she have to relax or do a mild relaxer?
Yeah, usually for a super tight kinky curl, we might not be able to get that tight of a curl. The last photo that I showed you guys, that is as tight as we can get with our curly hair. We're really trying to see if we can find any tighter curl, but for now that's as tight as we can get for that. And so, sometimes, if it doesn't work out, you can, it might be best to have to source something else from someone, because we are transparent with you guys. If we can't find the texture for you guys, we're not going to lie to you and let you know that, hey, you can just buy this hair and it'll work out, when in reality it's not going to work out. So we always take into consideration texture, because texture is key when finding hair extensions.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. And yeah, so pretty much that's what we're pretty much doing. That's what we're about. I think it's time we can dive into some Q&A questions. See if you guys have any questions that you might want to know. Of course, if you guys ever need to talk to me, you can always reach me at my number, which is 818-922-8586. You can always call me, you can text me, we can talk for an hour if you want. I can go more in detail. Yeah.
Can you just show them how you have the hair organized behind you, what's inside, how do you do it?
Oh yeah, we can get to that. Yeah, I was just waiting for my laptop to charge a bit because it was kind of dying. Yeah. So
you gotta text me and let me know what's really going on here, so it can look like,
Yeah, of course. So let me go ahead and take you over there.
This is what I want you guys to see is everybody says, how do you organize hair?
Yeah,
right?
so
Everybody wants to make it like as if there's some miracle, but there's only a few ways to organize hair, you guys.
yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's $10 worth or $10,000 worth. Right? Imagine what you're looking at right now. This is
Yeah, so we have a lot of hair here. From our blondes to our medium blondes, from our reds and whatnot. We have extra hair that just doesn't fit in our bins. And so you can see, it's quite heavy. That's a lot of hair here.
Yeah.
And we pretty much
put your orders in. That's what they're doing. They grab the tub off the thing. They grab your hair. They put it in the yeah.
Yeah, and we also label them for batches, so we can always research the batch and look into anything that we need to, and keep track of anything in case like any issues or anything like that. That way we can do a thorough research and know exactly where you purchased from.
Also very rare.
Let's do a popular one. We all know everybody loves our 7A, 11A. It's probably our best seller.
7A, 11A. Yeah.
Yeah, so
look at that.
7 ash, 11 ash.
Yeah.
And yeah, we just pull the hair. This is one bundle, one batch. It's really nice. And yeah, we store a bunch of hair here. It's pretty huge, we separate it in blends. We separate the ombres and whatnot. We have to usually separate it in different sections for the bins, one for 18, one for 22. For single colors, we have to organize it, for 14 inches, 18 inches, and 22 inches. Yeah, and here, oh, that's our facility. And here, we store our curly hair. This is the curly hair section side, with some extra body wave batches as well. And pretty much as you can see, we kind of just like keep it stored in here in sections and whatnot, so we keep ourselves organized. That way when we're doing a lot of like 50 orders a day, we kind of have it organized and whatnot. That way we have the hair already set and know where to pull from. Let me go ahead and get my charger really quick.
Another thing I want to tell you guys is that during the pandemic, when things went crazy, a lot of companies would just keep selling. They just keep taking new accounts, right? And they just sell. And so you go online and you can't find a 7A, or you can't, whoever you're ordering from, right? They just sell. Hair and Compounds was one of the only companies I know of that actually did not take any new clients. Like, they didn't let anybody else open an account. They actually were like going to take care of the people that already had a pro account with them first, before, right?
Yes.
Actually just still taking people in. So let's say they have 20 bundles of 3R, right? And then, but they don't have anything like we need 6N, 5N, but they have like the 3R. Well, they're just going to keep taking people in hopes to try and sell off like the back stock. But a reputable company like Hair and Compounds, they were like, dude, we can't serve the people we have now.
Yeah.
We're not sure that we can serve them with what they need. So we're not gonna let people keep opening up new professional accounts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, they protect you. So if something happens in the world and you're like worried, you always, right? And then they have a system now that if they are out and you can't get your color, that you can go on, you can let them know like, hey, I need to be the first person that as soon as this shit hits the US and it gets right your establishment, that I can get my hands on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Another thing I love.
Yeah, and it's pretty nice because, like, let's say we have limited stock.
Yeah.
Excuse me. We have limited stock on the hair.
Yeah.
What we do is that we have a specific wait list for the item. Choking on my water. And what we do is we contact the people on the list first. We don't even put it in stock.
Right.
We sell it to you manually. That way, we promise you the hair first and not sell it out to the public and whatnot. And it's really nice.
Okay.
I ate almonds earlier, so I think there's a shell stuck in the back of my throat.
That's why I don't do that. I don't need nuts. Evelyn.
Woo! Okay. I'm better now. Okay. So yeah, we stock all this hair and whatnot, and we kind of put you guys first, privacy as well. As you notice, we don't display prices and whatnot to the public. That's to keep you guys safe because, your business matters, and what you do with the business is totally up to you, how you price your extensions, what you do to sell it and whatnot. So yeah, we have that promise to you guys to keep you guys safe with your business and whatnot. And then so do you guys have any comments, questions?
Anybody have questions? Anything? Now's the time. There we go, Millie. Let me. I'm gonna ask you to unmute. There you go.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
Sorry, I'm eating. I haven't eaten all day.
Oh no, good. Eat,
that's
girl.
normal for girls like us.
Honestly.
Well, I have two questions.
Yeah.
For when we want to customize, can we customize how many grams on the waft or on the K-tip or I-tip or whatever it is? For example, if somebody has thick hair but they don't want so many rows or so many, panels, or they don't want any or they don't want so many like some people hate so much hair, but they still want that thickness.
Right.
You know, can we customize how much hair goes on a panel or K-tip?
To put how many for the hand tied wefts, for all our hair pretty much, you can't really say how much you want per. If you do, you'd have to mainly talk to the owners, because I know we were talking to someone who wanted to add more hair to the cylinder extension, but the cost does go up a little bit more. But that would be something you'd have to discuss with the owners, and they would have to price you and quote you on that, because it's like super special custom. But as for the weft track itself, we recommend, if you want more hair to go on the track and get less tracks, I would recommend to get a thicker density. So maybe like a full density, or maybe a thick, or the heaviest we have is heavy. That would be the best bet to get. Like, let's say our thin track currently, as I said, our bundles are sold by the ounce, 30 grams. So the way we split the 30 grams is with 2 tracks. But let's say you get a full track instead, you actually will get one whole track that weighs 30 grams, 1 ounce.
Okay. And then my next question is, would you guys ever think of getting tape-ins other than just weft? Yes, because I have a big clientele of tape-ins, and I know the hair is amazing. So
yeah, so I mean, I know I hear that question at least like 2-3 times a day. I get asked that question, and I would love to have to offer that. I know the owners have been doing research for the past 5 years to actually develop a really good tape-in, but the research just, it just shows that, it's really hard to develop a tape-in that is good for the hair and at the same time provide the same kind of quality that we try to ensure. So right now it's still in the research phase.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for asking your question.
No problem.
All right, who's out? Who else? Steph? Yep, Stephanie, I knew she would. Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm so happy to meet Nicole in person. I talk to her all the time.
Yay, I'm so glad to meet you, Steph. It's finally nice to put a face to the voice.
Yes, absolutely. I have one thought.
Yes.
When I get a new client and order the hair, and they ask me how long the hair is going to last, I tell them it'll definitely last 6 to 9 months, because I don't really know how they're going to take care of it yet, because they're new.
Right.
And then I say, I treat my hair this way. I have it in my head for over a year. If you handle it well and you do exactly what I say to do with it, you'll last at least a year. Do you tell people that it lasts more than a year?
We just tell them that it lasts 1 to 3 years, because of all the feedback we've gotten through our amazing stylists, letting us know that, that they have clients that do take care of the hair very well, and someone has worn their hand-tied weft extensions for 3 years. Depending on the color too, obviously the higher blondes, tend to, really only last like 1 year, just because, I know that, we use like a lot of hot tools and whatnot. That does come into factor a lot. And how much you do a maintenance routine, typically after like 2 months, you need to like refreshen the hair and whatnot, recommend to do maybe a brush up treatment to ensure the quality lasts longer for the hair and whatnot. But yeah, we do generally say our hand-tied wefts last 1 to 3 years, and our individuals typically last between 4 to 6 months at least.
And that's with the keratin bonds.
Yes, keratin and I-tips.
Okay. And then the other question I have now, you're going to remember this. I had a problem with one of the girls I work with. She's a blonde. She wears 18-inch wavy hand-tied wefts. She wears 4 panels, and she blows it dry in front of my face where it's burning. As I'm telling her, come on, burn it, And she's like, this hair, it sucks, and I hate it. And I'm going, look what you're doing to it.
Yeah.
Would you be better off if I got her the double
drawn hair?
Yeah, double drawn, heaviest weft rather than getting her the wavy, finer hair?
I would recommend to possibly do that, but in actuality, like our hair, it's 100% cuticle hair. So anything done to the hair goes to the hair fibers. And on top of that, we do not coat the hair in silicone whatsoever. So it's not coated in like typical hair extensions that you can burn as much as you want, do whatever you want to the hair. I like the way someone put it. We're kind of like the Rolls Royce of hair extensions, and like you can't be doing certain things. You watch out what you do. So yeah, if you have a client that loves to blow out her hair, straighten her hair all the time, I would personally recommend to maybe not even get her hair. It would be that she needs to get a different brand that kind of
I
fits her
agree,
time.
Stephanie. That girl, it's not the hair. The hair is not the problem.
It's her.
Yeah, because I would say
So
like
the answer is not going to be any different, right?
Yeah.
And it wouldn't, that's the same girl that you say, oh my God, like turn your iron down, because the ends of their extensions always turn like a yellow or an orange, right? It's the thermal tool that they're using. It's never really even the product.
Yeah, no matter how much heat protectant you use, you're still gonna burn the hair off. It's only gonna last for so long. And then, just so you know, we do a thorough, comprehensive check, like through every process of when making the hair. We bleach wash the hair, we do a quality check. We, do the root, we do a quality check. We do the body,
And
we
they're
do a
the only
quality check.
company that let you send the hair back, and then they will actually look at it.
Yeah.
And give you a chance.
Yeah, and then, first what we like to do is, as I showed you, we have like different batches and their numbers and whatnot. What we like to do is look up the batch. And typically, if we have the batch in stock, we kind of like to do a tangle test, an in-house batch test. And we see what's going on. If for some reason, like whatever issue you're experiencing is just not clear enough for us to see with the batch we have, that's when we ask you to send in the hair. And that's when we do a comprehensive check. We look at everything and we see what's going on. And if indeed, in fact, there's a manufacturing error that we missed, of course, we offer a refund, a replacement, or store credit, for the hair if that were to happen. But like I said, also, we do a comprehensive quality check. I'm not saying we're perfect or any sense like that, because nobody's perfect. But yeah, when you get your hands on the hair, you have to think that, we've been looking at this and we've been testing it, from start to finish, and there might, like, we would like to say it's 99.9%, good quality hair most of the time, and mostly that 1% usually might be because the client is just not using, is using a lot of hot tools or whatnot on the hair, and will deteriorate it.
Yeah. The other thing I was going to say too, tell everybody, I don't know if anybody else knows about the brush up. It was miraculous. It helped me a ton.
We're just going to go get it.
Yeah.
Hair and compounds, she'll tell you.
Yeah, so brush up, it's part of our Ionics line. Back in the day, we used to have like a whole line, like with Cuticle Fix, our own shampoo and conditioner. We no longer sell that. The only product that has stayed with us in our Ionics line is brush up. And we actually use this with our hair extensions that we make in India, and we use it here as well when we're doing the final quality check. And this is what this is pretty much, it's like an intensive moisture treatment, and it can actually be applied on the scalp, and it's heat activated. So until you apply some heat to it, it's not going to go ahead and do its job. But it's really good if you want to refreshen the hair, or let's say you do a color treatment on the hair. This is a really great product to seal the cuticles and lock in the color. That way you can ensure the quality of the hair and you'll get no reactions, because this is 100% cuticle hair. And it's really great. I honestly recommend it to clients, that you have that come in for a bi-monthly, maintenance routine. and pretty much when you move up the hair, do this treatment, and pretty much your hair is going to feel like new. It's going to feel like a new batch of hair, but it's the same old gal still in your hair.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I'm glad it worked out for you, because honestly, yeah, it's like magic. It's a magic wand.
It is. It looks like the hair's brand new.
Yeah, honestly, and I honestly love it. We do it here all the time, and it literally fixes any problem that you might have.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. Any more questions?
Anybody? Oh, I love it. Millie's got one. Oh, unmute. Ask to unmute.
Okay, to place a big order or custom order,
Right.
would I be able to visit in California?
Of course. You're more than welcome to come and visit
I will
us.
fly to meet you there to go meet Nicole.
Yeah.
To meet Evelyn.
We'll
to meet
have
Stephanie,
coffee,
to meet
cupcakes, you know.
Yes.
Isaac will make you a nice
Yes.
coffee in our fancy coffee machine, you know, have you
Okay.
over, you know. But yeah, you're more than welcome to let us know you want to come and visit the facility, you know. Just like
Okay, awesome.
you're more than welcome to visit our facility in India as well if you ever are
Yes.
in India or anything like that.
Yes. I'm down for that. Yes.
Yeah, I would love to have
And then also, do you guys have like new projects for like toppers or no?
That is also another question that I get asked a lot, but we are not making any toppers or anything like that. I do
Okay.
know that people typically buy our hand-tied wefts or by our individuals, they tend to cut the extension part and they use that to make the topper itself.
You
Okay.
could also always, Millie, buy hair from Hair and Compounds, bulk,
Yeah,
and then and
Okay.
then take it to one of 10 people I could tell you about that do hand knotting for toppers. And
Okay.
connect the two, and you could, you know, I did custom wig design for a long time. I would be happy to put you in touch with those people as well. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank
Yeah,
you.
of course.
Thank you so
I
much.
know. I saw that Carla was asking about beads earlier.
Oh, Carla was wondering about beads and thread, and she was wondering what type of beads and thread you have. But I said you don't have thread,
Right, yeah.
right? But do you have beads?
The only beads that we offer is for our eye tips, but we do not offer like any like installation tools or anything like that to install our hand-tied wefts because we don't put any favorites on any. Everybody has their own style, their own way of installing hand-tied wefts. So you know we kind of just leave it up to you, but we sell you the hair extensions.
Yeah, and also their beads. Just to put a little thing in here for they come in sizes. Yeah, here we go. It's some of the best beads I've ever worked with. They come in different sizes. You have extra small, small, and large, right?
Yes.
It's a longer bead, so you wouldn't have to use two beads, Millie. You would have that length there that you probably get out of a single bead without the poly in the middle or the rubber in the middle or the whatever, you know.
Yes, and
those beads are actually some of my favorite beads to work with. They're not lined, if I'm correct.
No, they're not lined with silicone or anything like that. It's 100% copper
They're not
metals.
lined, but they provide amazing grip and zero bulk. So anytime you're looking, I've always thought that your beads are some of the best beads I've ever worked with. And you don't need to have silicone on the inside.
Yeah,
the whole gripping the hair thing, it's not, whatever they're made of, it's enough. And they open and close very easily without closing and being unable to open them. The quality is there, so you can reuse them.
Yeah, even our eye tips, you can actually reshape them and reuse them if you want to. All you got to do is just get the eye tip once it's been used and just get a flat iron at the lowest setting and just tap it for like 5 seconds, and you'll slowly see that the capsule itself will go back to its original shape. It's actually pretty cool because Isaac worked with some scientists that work for NASA to develop that kind of capsule for the eye tips to have its like memory shape.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I love learning new things.
Yeah.
Great.
Awesome. I think or does anybody else have any questions?
Anybody else? Now or never. No, Danielle's quiet. Jasmine, Carla, anything? No, she's in outer space right now. She's just like taking a little trip.
Yeah.
No, yeah, this way. Yeah, no. Now I want to give you guys, Nicole. What's the phone number to reach you at, or how can they get in touch with you directly?
Yeah, so there's like two different ways that you can get. Well, actually, there's many ways because any way you kind of contact us, it's via our contact us page, and you fill out one of the marketing forms we have there, or it's at our email, which is orders@haircompounds.com, or you can type in Nicole@haircompounds.com, and you can go ahead and reach me there. Or you can also call or text me at our mainline number, which is 818-922-8586. You can always call and text there. I generally get back to you as soon as possible. If I don't answer, it's either because I am with a client or with a stylist, or on my lunch, or I'm just stepping away for a moment. But I try to get back to you as soon as possible and take care of you as soon as possible.
You know what? Thank you for today.
Of
I
course.
know that having just a bird's eye view into seeing where we source our hair, who it comes from, it really helps. It puts, in a world of just automation, it really helps put like a voice and a person behind the brand.
Yeah.
It also gives us like a feeling of connecting, you know. So I hope that, you know, we're going to put this in the academy and it will be in our vault. And I hope that it inspires every single person to think bigger, right?
Yeah,
And
of
not
course.
just the person in your chair, but you have a company now that will support you and whatever you
Every
want to
step.
do. If big for you is 3 days behind the chair, and that's big, then that's big, you know. Or if big for you is starting your own brand, or even like, you know, taking over Hagerstown and being that person where everyone gets their hair from, right? Evelyn or Millie, you know, or Carla or Stephanie, all of you guys, you know. So I want you to nurture this relationship that you have with Hair and Compounds. Thanks, you guys, for providing such an amazing quality product.
Of course.
Yeah, it really means the world. Well, we are artists, but we are nothing without good quality products. And so I don't have job stability without those things. I can be amazing, but I can't, like, without you guys, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. That's the truth, right? I wouldn't, yeah. So I'm thankful. I could cry, actually.
We're thankful for
But it's
you.
the truth, you guys. Who you source your hair from? Oh, Evelyn's like, don't cry, Christina. Just give me this whole look. But the truth is, you know, I'm a 6-figure stylist. I've been making a lot of money in this business, and I wouldn't be able to make that kind of money if I didn't have product that spoke for itself. So thank you.
Oh, thanks. I really appreciate it, Christina. And
Yeah.
honestly,
Yeah.
it's great having all you guys, and we love every single one of you and everything you guys create. Because of course, just like you guys feel like you aren't you can't do work without us. We can't do business without you guys, and spreading the love and everything that you guys do for us.
Yeah.
Honestly, we love you guys.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, group hug. All right. So, do you know? Can you confirm when we're meeting?
From mine to know, because Elizabeth is coming back from out of town tomorrow. But from mine to know is that she's meeting with you guys on the 12th of January.
Okay. So just duly noted. Okay, that's the 12th of January, and we're getting together with Elizabeth because, as much as we can learn from Nicole, I feel like it was great, right? And it's also amazing to talk to Elizabeth. See, with Isaac, we're going to touch on just going outside and how hair changes, and how ordering based off of where you are in the world matters, right?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get deep into those things, and we're going to nerd out. Yeah.
Always
so that's the 12th of January, and Nicole, if you ever need anything from us over here, or if you ever just want to like come hang out in
Yeah.
Maryland or New York.
Yes, I need to go visit everybody. We all need to have like a luncheon or something. Just like have us meet and go have some lunch.
Yeah, so thank you, and don't forget, you guys. Anytime you can go and spend time with Nicole in person.
Yes.
It's just a plane ride. That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
And just
All
let
right.
us know. We're more than happy to have you guys over. I'm more than happy to show you guys around, get to know you guys. Honestly, just call,
Yeah.
text me, beat me if you want to reach me.
Yes, the magic of thinking big.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, doll.
Thank
Bye,
you guys.
See you.
Bye,
thanks for-
guys.
Yeah, I know it's late, so I'm letting you all go. 2 hours.
Bye.
Bye.
Guys.